Ayo, it's Bretto coming to you with ENS Market Weekly, the #1 ENS sales podcast in the world. I'm your host, bretto.eth, a software developer, creative, and blockchain enthusiast. Links in the description down below. Let's hop right into it. This is our first podcast, and what we're going to be doing is analyzing this week in ENS sales. I'm using the sales bot that's active in the ENS Market Discord. That link is also in the description below. So hopping right into it, on 11/13/2021, that's of the beginning of the week last week, we have YOLO.eth bought for 9.5 Ether, totaling in at $43,000 to the person who bought that. Amazing. What we're also going to be doing is going through... I'm going to stop trying to act so professional. We're going to be looking into the accounts and what else these people have bought, and I'm going to be taking notes on other NFTs that they're in on as a means to see if it's worth getting in on if a lot of people are buying it and they're also buying ENS names. Because I think if you're buying ENS names, you're a smart fella. So we're going to go on OpenSea. That's where I'm going to find all my data. YOLO.eth. That transaction should have happened last week. The best offer right now is 0.1337. That's leet in nerd speak. Anyways, it looks like it's had some transaction history. So 2 years ago it sold, or it was minted, transferred. The last price we have, though, is 9.5 ETH from Romanica to Boothie, and then from Boothie to Heathmont. So that was a transfer. So it looks like Heathmont is probably the interesting one. Yeah, owns YOLO.io, or YOLO.io is associated with this. Let's find out what that is. A little sus to just head on to website. We are focused on seed and A-stage investment opportunities across gaming and fintech. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely worth looking more into. I don't know anything about it right now. So YOLO.io, looks like they bought it for a reason, not just a YOLO buy. Ha. They also have Zed-Run Pinatas. Don't really know what these are, but if I see it again, I'm going to get it. Ooh, they also got sportsbet.eth. Interesting. Moving on. We also have... I'm not going to go into the emoji ones. It's just not my style, but I'll say them. I'm just not going to really look at those wallets because I don't think they're as interesting. That's just me. That was one from 11/12/2021, but I'm not even going to bother say it because we're moving down the list. 5 names bought for 1 ETH for $4,648.56. If we look into it, 5 names. Ooh, Trigger.eth, Hipster.eth, Rusty.eth, Rider.eth, Pranks.eth. Let's go, boys. That seems like a big, nice catch. A whole ETH from Chris Bell to Baked. We're going to look at the target address too. Baked. Over 15 years dealing with high-profile vanity usernames. I love it, man. Baked. Speaking of Baked... Actually, I'm not going to say... Ooh, he's got rapping.eth, immature.eth, minor.eth. That's a little sus, bro. Trigger.eth, playful.eth, hipster.eth, brat.eth. I might have said some of these. I didn't go in order. Rider.eth, pranks.eth, rusty.eth, and deceptive.eth. Some of these are pretty cool. Deceptive.eth is selling for 0.5 ETH right now. The highest offer is 0.2 ETH, wrapped ETH. I think that's a steal. This is not financial advice. Nothing I give on here is financial advice. I'm just going to call it like I see it. If I think it looks good, I'm going to say something. And maybe one of these days we'll go through some of the favorites, but we ain't got a process yet. We're just YOLOing it. Anyways, so the next one, star.eth. It was sold for 2 ETH. I'm not saying it's not a good financial investment or a bad financial. I'm not even saying anything about financial investments. I'm just saying it is confusing when you're trying to use ENS like a human readable thing to be sending emojis to your friends, being like, send ETH or send Doge or send Sheep to star emoji.eth. Do you mean star emoji.eth? Or I'm not perfect. I got bretto.eth. That's 2 T's, 1 T. If you know me, you know it's 2 T's. But star emoji.eth, or is it star emoji. I don't like it. Maybe in text it makes sense, but in casual conversation, not a fan. Wizards of Soho.eth for 2 ETH. Nice. $9,317. And it's a longer name, so you know it was pretty cheap unless they got hounded on gas prices. If we go on it's owned by Wizards of Soho or Wizard of Soho. So I'd imagine this is like going to be his and he's going to use it. Wall Street trader turned NFT junkie. I hear that, man, except I was never a Wall Street trader. I watched a couple movies though. We got some of these look kind of cool. I have no idea anything about Stacked Monkeys, but they own a Cool Cat Events Cerulean Headless Catman. Interesting. It's got a blue check. Could not tell you why. Parallel Alpha. I like what I've heard about that project, but once again, not financial advice. Dreaming Doge. Anything Doge I love, even though I don't hold much Doge or any, maybe a little bit myself. They got a lot. They got some more Cool Cats events. If it's got a blue check, I'm all ears. But then we got some stamps, Crypto Postage, Shiba Inu, Alien Samurai Dino, Cat Vibes NFT, Pixel Llama World. That looks interesting, but honestly, like, there's so much out here that, like, I can't dig deep into it. We're just doing ENS names. Wizard of Soho, nice catch, 2 ETH. Someone probably found out that you have that name and bought it. So get your name that you've already branded yourself with while it lasts. Not financial advice. I'm just saying. That sounded like financial advice. Scratch that. Anyways, Linus.eth bought for 1 ETH, $4,669.65. If we go on to Twitter, it brings us directly to OpenSea. It's got 3 stars. If you don't know Linus, I believe it's Linus Torvalds. Linus Torvalds is a Finnish software engineer, the main developer of the Linux kernel. And if you don't know what the Linux kernel is and you're using iOS, what are you doing? Historically, used by Linux distributions and other operating systems such as Android. I thought it was iOS. I'm pretty sure it is iOS. Is Linux iOS? It's definitely not. It's not based on. It's based on Unix. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Does Apple Darwin based on Unix? Okay. Well, anyways, Linus Torvald, very important figure in the software world. You should definitely look into this guy if you're in software. You should know at least who he is. Anyways, Linus.eth sold for 1 ETH. That's it? What a steal to get one of the main developers of computer software. I don't even know how to say what he did. It's historically the main developer of the Linux kernel. That's important. Just know that he's Finnish. Don't know how important that is, but I've seen videos of him and he does these he's really down to business, straight to the point. Educated at the University of Helsinki. I've heard good things about that place, and there's also a song that I'm going to plug, Helsinki Heights. Is that what it's called? Helsinki Heights? Helsinki Rising Heights? There's a good song that's called Helsinki or something. Check it out. Moving on. We went to Baked. We're not doing Baked anymore. We're doing Linus. Nope, we did Linus. Okay, 3 ENS bought for 1.5 ETH. Let's see what it was. Destruct, Pout, and Snug. So didn't we just see Destruct get bought? Does that mean it's getting traded again? What the heck? I thought we just saw those. Why is it sending those to us again? Let's go to the other batch, the 5. 5 names bought for 1 ETH. No, I guess that wasn't it. Maybe I was doing research before. I'm doing this stuff live now because I was like, why bother open these and do research on them before when you can just get my reaction? So we got 3 ENS bought for 1.5, and I said what those were. That's Snug. That is Destruct. That is Pout.eth. That was a bundle. What a steal. From Rushy to E9C235. It's Vibe.eth. That is a vibe. It is a picture of Pepe the Frog hugging a green candle. I like it. Affliction.eth. He owns it. Comb.eth. Trey.eth. Relent.eth. We got a collector. Snug.eth. Pout.eth. Decree.eth. Grumpy.eth. Prison. Get your ENS names while they're hot. Heist.eth. Dasher.eth. Ivory.eth. Robber.eth. Destruct.eth. Scheming.eth. Scheming. Let's go with scheming. Pensive.eth. Elude. I'm going to stop saying .eth because it's already been 10 minutes. We're going to keep going because we're not even halfway done. Protest.eth, Paralysis, Dwarf, Vibe, Grave. Vibe bought for 4 ETH. That is like golden. That is worth. I would be ecstatic to buy that, but I don't think I'm getting it. Moving on. So we had that bot going. I'm using the Discord one, but it looks like there's a Twitter one too. That might be valuable. See, then there's like 3. I think it's of the evil eye emoji or Nazar amulet emoji. Like, why would someone paid 5 ETH for that? Like, good on them to whoever made that money, but it's just not something I'm interested in. 3 octopus bought for 1.25. Maybe I'm missing something. 3 cats.eth. What looks like a guy with a fork. Oh no, it's a deaf person. 3 deaf people.eth for 2 ETH. Turtles.eth, 2.5 ETH, $11,000 for 3 turtles. Amazing. Hawk.eth, that is clean. I like that. Let's look into this. Hawk.eth, does it have some history behind it? It does. It went from null to Chris Bell to 6-1. No, it was transferred from 6109DD to Chris Bell. They don't own anything else. Don't exactly understand what happened there, but to Chris Bell. Then how come looks like it got minted twice. That's impossible. Minted from null to Chris. Transfer from 6109DD to Chris. Minted null to 6109DD. Chris Bell to D19D41. But it was a sale for 2 ETH to D1. Also, Chris Bell doesn't own it anymore. We got D1941. That's all he owns. That's all he needs. Hawk.eth is clean. Moving on. Shiba Bot was bought for 1.1111 ETH, $5,068.09. Say what you will about it. It sold. When I click on the link, it did not appear. Maybe that person deleted it. Yeah, it looks like I can't find it. And honestly, I'm not too interested in something that's not as clean as Krabby.eth. You know, like the Pokemon. Let's go. Krabby.eth owned by Pokeshop. Is he a ETH collector of Pokemon names? Let's find Volt. He is. Johnny yes Papa.eth. That is sus. Don't know about that, but Voltorb.eth, Victorybell.eth. I'm going to stop saying .eth because he's a collector. Pidgeotto, Poliwhirl, Rhyhorn, Raticate, Nidorino, Weepin Bell, Magneton, Amistar, Kingler, Weezing, Kabutops, Graveler, Venomoth. If he's got Umbreon, I'll be hype. Shelder. Is that the right way to spell Shelder? Shelder. It is. I'm shot. It's Shelder, like a shell. Cloyster, Bellsprout, Ammonite, Seeking, Venonat. Venonat? That looks wrong, but it's probably right. Yeah, I guess that's right. Dugong, Pidgeot, Goldeen, Execute, Golduck, Ginger Ale, Raisins. That's not a Pokemon. Anchovies. Nor is this. But maybe they recently became a collector. Uma Delicia. Don't know what that means. A Delicia. Sopa de Macaco. Society de Sambian. That's too long. See, I don't like the long ones. The Congo. Oh, we got a lot. Societe des Ambiance Yerset des Personas Elegantes. Like, not me, but do you. The Congo dandies living in poverty and spending a fortune look like $1 million. What does that even mean? .eth. Not the what does it even mean, but I'm just asking. What does that mean? La Sape. Krabby. Krabby's cool. I like it. Everything else is not available as far as I can tell. We're going to just move on, but Pokeshop, I dig it. I like what you're doing. Crappy.eth. Grave.eth sold for a whole ether. $4,500 essentially. More than that, but I'm just rounding because who cares? It's got some action. Got some null to... I'm just going to say the first letter of their name. I hope these people don't think I'm doxing them. Null to K, K to 6, 6 to minted by null. Transfer, minted, transfer, sale. I think maybe when it says minted, that it's... that was my chair. When it says transfer or like multiple mints, maybe it went back up for auction and no one wanted it and then they had to remint it. That's the thing with these ENS names. You could wait it out, but unless the DAO votes otherwise, you're going to have to just like pay the premium that people are going to charge for them. I'm bullish on this. Like, I think ENS, like, this is the stuff. But, like, because the thing is, like, it was just the first, like, to, as far as I know, to, like, really map this stuff out. Like, you can associate so much different metadata with your ENS name that it's almost, like, ridiculous. Like, this is going to be your username, if you ask me, for the internet. Like, when sign in with Ethereum, like, that's how it's going to be. And, like, I'm not a genius, but I would argue that all the blockchains are going to coexist in some way, shape, or form. But since Ethereum was the first that integrated smart contracts, it will be the official one that's got all the names linked to it. People are like, oh, what about those, like, names? What is it? Decentral. There's, like, a unstoppable domains. Isn't that a private company? It's a different thing. That's not what this is about. So that was cool. Grave.eth. Did we go through what else they had? Grave.eth. Once again, doing this on OpenSea. It looks like it has 7 hearts. Some transfers. What else do they have? It's currently owned by E9C2. Oh, it's also... Did I say that when I was going through Vibe.eth? Because they own Grave. That is pretty cool. They bought it in the meantime. That person, I guess, is in the market right now. Another one, like, we got 3 bulls or what are those cows emoji, ox, 3 ox emojis. Then there's like a question mark, a water buffalo, 3 water buffalo, cool guy with glasses, money tongue and eyes. I don't care. Then we have 1ETH framework.eth. I like it. I think it's undervalued. I'm just throwing guesses in the dark, though. I don't know anything. TombRaider.eth for an ETH. We're going to look at both of these. These we're only at November 15th. I wonder if I should just spit these off quickly. It's good to have a framework for things. There was a comment from a Twitter follower of the bot. So the offer expired for 0.13. It was listed for 4. Then it was listed for 1. Someone offered 0.13, but it actually got a sale from Virtual for... They originally listed it for 10. It's too bad. But it's a cool name, right? Framework, you would think. But the thing is, like, it just hasn't caught on yet. They own Super Mario.eth, Asterix, Jimmy Wales, Mussolini. A lot of bullish people who think this is going to be worth something. They're just squatting these. Do we go through all of them? I'm going to go through ones at Paxos. That's interesting. Staking Rewards.eth. Things that I don't care about, I'm not going to read. Because we're going to be here forever. Michelangelo.eth. I think that's not the way you spell Michelangelo, buddy, but maybe someone wants it. PamelaAnderson.eth. WorldHeritage.eth. Louis Armstrong. Morgan Freeman. Riley Reid. If you know who that is, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Don't be mad at me. Cancer Fund. See, like, I like stuff like that. Slash dot. I don't know why I thought that was interesting. Claudia Schiffer. Don't know who that is, but another name. We got a bunch of names in here. Foundations.eth. See, like, that's cool. Hiroshi Mikitani. Don't know, but OpenSociety.eth. Lions Club. Don't know what that is, but whatever. Chef Coach. I think, like, Koch. Koch. That's a big last name, so could go for some money. Maybe it won't, though. Maybe no one wants it. Maybe no one cares. I do, though. I think these are cool. Like, I used to play RuneScape. It's like a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And I always loved cool names. I didn't necessarily have cool names. But, like, if you had the name that was just one, like, you were, like, the GOAT. Like, you just got one? Like, there's something like, what was it called? Namescape? People would just be, like, the coolest one I ever got was Boondocks. No one had claimed it, and it was like 2019, old school RuneScape. Just minted that, clean. You know what I'm saying? But like I've had stupid ones like Chaotic Smoothie, Split Nunchuck. That was on like Xbox, but something about a cool name, you know, like it might not matter. But if you're gonna build your internet identity around something, I would say the Ethereum name service is the cool place to do that. Napster.eth, Imgur.eth. Bunch of other people I don't know. NGU.eth. That's unique because the 3-letter ones are really rare, and even the 4-letter ones because they're expensive, and there's still some available. Like, I'm not going to tell you which ones to buy because it's like $1,000 to mint those, but I think they're pretty cool. But what do I know? So we got Framework, Tomb Raider, Super Mario, I think that's got to be the same person. 3 arrows. Yeah, I saw that one in there. I didn't even say it, but these are in the Discord bot. These are recent purchases. Tip.eth. That's cool. 9 ETH. $42,000. Someone's got to have a plan with that. No one's just throwing money like that around. And they're selling it for 99 ETH. They are plotting on somebody. I just don't think it's worth that much. Tip.eth, but I guess like it's 3 letters. Like maybe. I mean, doesn't TI go by Tip? Yeah, he does. Maybe that's who they're like plotting on. But like, come on, man. Owned by Tip_ETH. Okay, so they're flexing with it. That's the only thing that they own. Yeah, cool, but like, if you own it, why are you selling it for that much? I mean, if like that's your own, I mean, maybe they think they're gonna make some money, but they did just drop quite a bit on it. $42,000, but they're looking to make $420,000. Cool. Angry, or I think that's Triumph emoji. I like that emoji. Triumph for 1 ETH, $4,700. Someone's paying that much for it, and like the mints are costing anywhere between like $100 to $300. So it's like, if you get a good one, cool. Like, I don't know how this works. Like this guy's got cute, like the eggplant emoji .eth. Just one. Like it's supposed to be 3 characters. I don't get how the whole emoji thing works. It doesn't interest me. Like, I mean, a single one kind of does. Like this one's monkeyface.eth. That's interesting. 3 clocks at 8 o'clock.eth. I'm just not looking at gm.eth. Why is it has like a warning next to them? I think that's like when they're sus like that. Some of them have the warning. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip carrot.eth. 4.94 Ethereum. That's $23,000. This thing's it's no joke, man. Maybe people are fake buying these and inflating them, but I don't think they're all doing that. So random dude bought it. That's his, and then he sold it to 5C unnamed. All he owns is carrot.eth. Like, if you ask me, carrot is clean. But if we look at random dude, yeah, this looks like someone's proxy. Backup.eth. He literally owns backup.eth. This is probably his backup. Mbank, donor, usage, roots, canal, no way, my pizza, US lawyer, gunnery, web bank, private jet, not private jet. He spelled it wrong, but maybe someone wants it. Shirt.eth. This guy's got a collection. This is a man of class. Props to you, hats off. Motel, Armor, eShop, Tourism, Minsk, WeBank, Evang. I don't know what that is. Don't know why I said it because I don't know what that is. Anyways, Ivang. Maybe, you know what? Like, let's just look into it because he bought it and he's a man of superior intellect. Evang. What is that? Ivan G. Oh, who is that? Game Jolt. I've never heard of it. I guess this is a guy with 27,000 more followers than I have. Because, I mean, he's got 511. And on my new Twitter, I don't even have 200. So he's got even more than that. Clearly more important than I. But, to be honest, I'm not too interested in watching people play video games. Unless it's PewDiePie. But, if you don't know who that is, Patrick Starr, you are under a rock. Luma.eth. Is it clean? It is clean, but like, what is Luma? Is Luma big? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be... Luma Energy is the power company responsible for power distribution in the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. Very clean. Is there a use case there? Maybe. For $5,542? If this is all they own, I hope they don't get disappointed when it takes a while. Yeah, it's all they got. But it's kind of clean. Like, I don't know. Maybe one of their friends was like, yo, you should get Luma.eth. You should get one of these names. It's a clean name. Like, if you could probably just be Luma and no one would know the difference. Yo, someone bought Lickitung.eth. That is clean. Lickitung is a Pokemon from the first generation. So kind of a goofy looking one with a big tongue and pink. It's owned by Gym Leader. Oh, we have to check this guy out. So he bought it for 1 ETH. Listed for 2. Someone did originally. But let's peep. Doduo, Golbat. Ooh, we got a competitor with the other dude. Pharaoh, Seadra, Sandslash, Coughing, Nidoqueen, Nidorina, Dodrio, Wigglytuff, Lickitung. This person's got a collection. The thing is, like, you gotta, like, the cool Pokemon. You want to get a cool Pokemon. Like Lickitung, that's a cool one. Nidoqueen, that's pretty cool. Dodrio better than Doduo, if you ask me. Pharaoh, Cedra, I don't know. Sandslash, I like Sandslash. For some reason, there's like, man, it's so arbitrary. Like, people's favorite anything. Like, love what you love and enjoy it. But, like, I mean, there's love what you love. Love is love and all, but, like, come on, let's be real, people. Like, some shit's not love and people try and call it love. Icons.eth, a controversial opinion. I know that's not what we're talking about, but, like, haha, you're watching my stuff. Get out of here if you don't like me. Or just talk shit. I don't care. I do care. Please don't hurt my feelings. Icons.eth for 1 ETH, $4,273. Icons.eth, undervalued in my opinion. That is gold. Why? It's iconic. You heard me? Owned by SuperGIF. Hope these people don't get mad. I'm like doxing their... Not doxing by associating who they are. Oh, they got some cool stuff. Pupokia. I've never seen any of that before. In Gone We Trust, it's like light bulbs about to enter the brain, but it looks like semen entering an egg. That is a cool image. I like that. Icons, DSGN. I'm going to have to Google what that is because DSGN. And you know what? Because we're doing this, I'm just going to throw in some of my favorites that are unclaimed at the time of me writing this to give you some value for listening in. Kajabi.eth, not taken. Kajabi.eth, not taken. This is, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you, this is the number one platform to grow your knowledge business, according to their website. It is a pretty big company. It's a big deal. Kajabi.com. If you own Kajabi.eth, could you sell it to them? I don't know. I'm not buying it. Tobirama.eth, the second Hokage. You might not know who that is. Whatever. I want to keep the other ones for later. I got some of my friends' names on here. They have not yet claimed their names. Am I going to snatch them and sell it to them at a premium? We'll have to find out. I got one of my friends, I didn't convince him, but I tried to like justify why this is such a cool technology, and he got his last name yesterday. Proud of him. I'm not going to dox him. Spoke.eth, sold for 1 ETH, $4,312. It's cool that like the price, like not cool to some people because it's supposed to be a currency and money. The volatility is troubling, but like I like seeing like that there are different dollar amounts at any given time, and I wonder if like at particular dips during the day of like the price of ETH, if these things are going up. But I'm not going to pay attention to that. Spoke.eth. Let's find out what else they got. Spoke.eth. Is that their only one? 4D1969. They haven't completed their OpenSea profile, or it just hasn't updated because it looks like their profile has been completed, and it is Spoke.eth. They own a Desperate Ape Wife. Crypto Dad. Those things look silly. I like it. Crypto Duckies. Oh, this guy's, he's got a few. Spoke, Andy V, Wheel Radius, Nico Spoke, Chris Spoke. Oh, so maybe is he part of the Spoke family? Does he think that the Spokes are going to want to buy this? Who knows? Not me. All right, moving on. 3 red birds. That's just bird. 3 bird emojis. I don't care for these. I was sold for 6 ETH though. Who's paying $26,000 for 3 birds or 3 bell peppers? $4,000. Jetstream.eth. I like Jetstream. It's got some nice imagery, and like I don't know, maybe you can make a brand or a website about it. Jetstream. Maybe that's the place you go to get your flights. You get your deal. It's the Expedia of whatever. What are we doing? ENS. That's what we're doing. Right. 3 angry faces, rage faces, for 6 ETH, $25,000. Crazy if you ask me. 1.5 ETH for 3 Japanese castles. ENS bought Haji.eth, short and sweet, bought for 1. Why does this all look messed up? What is Haji? Oh, sweet, short and sweet, bought it. Haji is a Muslim, is a noun for a Muslim who has been to Mecca as a pilgrim. Oh, please don't be mad at me for not knowing that, but that's interesting. I think that's a gold name then, a Haji. That's like, if I'm not mistaken, that's like part of the religion that you should go to that place. That's something cool that like I'm gonna just let my personality shine through. Like I think there's a lot of good in a lot of these religions, and they're all pointing to the one true nature of Source in a lot of ways. Can I pick and choose and make my own religion? Not exactly, but I can start at first principles and work up from there. And I think a lot of these get the first principles right, but like I haven't explored them enough to be totally right about a lot of them. So like with I've been reading this book recently, and it talks about this like impressionable primary non-physical substance that if you can impress upon it what you want and be grateful that it's given you life, in a way it kind of refers to this thing as God, this impressionable intelligent substance, that it wants to do these things for you. Like it is begging, but like you have to allow the physical reality to manifest in a way that makes sense. Like you can't just think about it, then that's just a dream. Like you have to think about it and like let that in those thoughts be faithful and like compelled by your belief that like it's actually going to make a difference. That's like the point. It's not about like just like thinking that like things are going to go your way. Like you actually have to go do it. Like if you don't go do it, then what are you doing? One of the quote, it wasn't a quote, but it made me think like, a doubtful hour is not ours. Like I love that. I think that's going to be my quote. A doubtful hour is not ours, because it's like every hour that you're doubting, like you're not creating value and you're going to be stuck in that mind space of doubt. Like even if there is something out there that you do doubt, why are you spending time thinking about something that you doubt when you could be thinking about like ways that you can enrich the world, bring value to everybody and bring everyone else up? Maybe you just don't live in a framework where you think that you can do that, but I'm here to tell you like you can do that. Like you can uplift people, like you can bring them up. And I'm not saying you got to be the best at everything or even the best at anything. I would argue that you should strive to be, but like the only, like the one thing that I can say for certain that you can be the best at is you can be the best at being you. Because like by default, you may be, but if you believe in like parallel universes, there's a good chance that you're not. There's a good chance that right now you're not behaving in a way that's conducive to your highest self. So like what you should be doing is like, I'm not telling you what you got to do, but like that impressionable substance, like that wants to give you everything, wants to give you the world. Like, what can you do to impress upon it what you actually want? And like, obviously, joy and happiness, those things, those like you have the like, even to people like, there are obviously exceptions to the rule, but people who believe that like they can't, like you need to believe that joy and happiness are within your reach, even if your circumstances don't change. But if you want to like bring these people, like people always go to like the extremes whenever any discussion happens, or especially when people disagree, they always go to the extreme of the other person's belief and never try and meet them in the middle. And like here I am saying that people never try and meet in the middle. That's an extreme. Like here I just did it. Like no, people do try and meet in the middle, but like you know those conversations where people are like, "Ooh, you're on the left. Ooh, you're on the right." Like, and then they can't talk to each other. That's not it. That's not it. That's not what it is. By the way, what it is, that's my app. Go download it. It's not it to just like be at each other's throats. You like meeting in the middle. It's like beautiful. It's magic. It's like what the sperm and the egg did. Like they were like, you know what? Like let's make a thing. Like let's make a human. And I'd argue like there's some crazy shit. Pardon my French. I'm just gonna move on. I'm getting too off topic. This is the ENS Domains podcast. ENS Daily Market Podcast, whatever I called it. They own Haji. They own Niki.eth. That's Nikki with a K, not two Ks, just one. Niki. And Flat. That's a cool one. They're clean. End.eth. See, I just love the short and sweet one. It was called Short and Sweet. Oh, so it was like a collection. That's cool. Moving on. We got Tiana. Clean. That's a first name. Sold for an ETH. Undervalued if you ask me. That's going to blow up. Like imagine you own Tiana.eth. At some point, like that's just going to go buy Tiana. It's not necessary. People aren't going to be calling it Tiana.eth. But like, let's go. It's Ethereum, baby. Like it's Facebook. It's not Facebook.com. Well, okay, it's Meta, but like the website. You know what I'm talking about? It's not Facebook.com. Like I don't go to Facebook.com. I go to Facebook on Google, and the index tells me which one it is. Soon they're good. I think they already have an index, or let's just look it up. ENS indexer. Graph indexer. You know what? It's not sophisticated enough yet. But the protocol's there, and if someone wants to make something big like that, they should do it. They should make a browser that's ENS compatible, because ENS is that cool. I might have to make it. It might be me. But if you beat me to the punch, you'll get all the money. All right, Tiana.eth. We agree it's cool? Yeah. By virtue of you remaining silent. Novak.eth bought for 12 ETH. That's $50,000. Someone paid maybe $200 for this originally, just in gas, and then the $5 registration per year. And they made like $50,000. And the highest offer right now, it's just 0.01 ETH for $43. That's disrespectful. Who did that? That is disrespectful. It's owned right now by 61AFFO. They also own a Sean House Blue with Envy hoodie. It's got a blue check, so I guess I gotta find out what it is, but it's just Sean House? What is that? It's an innovative auction house of the future, merging the physical and digital worlds of art built upon blockchain. All right, kind of cool. Not my thing, but actually, you know what? It probably will be my thing. I'm not going to talk like I like just talking out my ass. Like, I don't know. This stuff could be awesome. I just always use OpenSea. But so it's scene.house, scene house, Sean House, probably scene house. Like, I need simplicity. You know what I'm saying? 4 E's bought for 1.5 ETH. Why? ETH. Oh, I guess that's kind of funny. But 4 E's. Is it 4 E's or is it EEEE.eth? I don't know. Ooh, look, technology trending. Ethereum. It says Ethereum's trending, not technology, on Twitter. I go through Discord to the Twitter bot. I bet I could just do all this from Twitter, but I'm just going to follow this pattern for now. 2345.eth. Huangyong.eth. Cool stuff. I mean, I think the number's the coolest. Well, what is Huangyong? Let's find out. Huangyong. A murderer? Yeah, I'm going to say 2345 is the coolest of the ones this unnamed folk owns. I'm saying. And they just bought the 2354 also. Why? Couldn't tell you. Mushroom.eth, the mushroom emoji, I like it. I like mushrooms. Someone said, red alert to that buy. Monkey.eth was bought. Fist.eth was bought. 3 fists. Those 3 that I just said are all sold for 1 ETH. So that's 4,269, 4,248. 4 licking smile emojis, the yum emoji. Napoleon.eth sold for 2 ETH. I like it. It's clean. Napoleon. $8,387. Let's see what else they own. Are they a connoisseur? Owned by Napoleon. All right, so this guy's just a boss. Had to get his name. Got his money right. Now he got his name. 8,000. He's a collector. He's got a bunch of stuff. Some meta heroes. The meta key. That's blue checked. I like it. Could not tell you what it does. Might have to look into it later. Alluvium. That's a project I'm interested in. We got... Why? Couldn't tell you. Rareable. Oh, Alluvium is a game. He's got a bunch of stuff. I'm looking through him now. Maybe this would be cool if I shared my screen while I did this, but... maybe by popular demand I'll do that, but not for the first episodes. I want to just strictly keep this to a podcast. Punk's ETH, not a CryptoPunk, but it looks like one. Chain Guardians. This guy has a lot of NFTs. You see this and you're just like, wow, I wish I had money. I am slowly becoming a degen, but I just really believe in the space of blockchain. I think that stuff like AAA or Polkadot are just really gonna change the way we interact with each other. I know Facebook says the same thing. And not to say anything bad about Facebook. It seems like everyone wants to say that they're trying to make do it all in-house and not have it be decentralized. Who knows? Maybe we all get surprised and it's not like that. And no big opinions. React is a great technology. That was by Facebook. Got a message. Doesn't matter. Oregon.eth, I like it. 1 ETH, $4,193. Are we going to check out what else they got? Yes, we are. How long has it been? I've been doing this for 38 minutes. If you got it this far, congratulations. You're a degen. Let's see what else they own. So it has traded. It's sold for 0.009 from red to virtual. I think we saw virtual earlier, but they sold it after that transfer to sweatpants.eth, sad.eth. I love it. Whatever.eth, log.eth, goals.eth has kids, DeFi girl, buys. These are gold, my guys. He also owns Cool Cats NFTs, Pudgy Penguins. Those are cute. I like the Pudgy Penguins. Might have to get in once I get some liquidity. I have no liquidity. I'm broke. Not too broke, but it's just I'm going to cut that. No, I'm not going to cut that. Sometimes I feel broke, but I'm trying to manifest this not being broke feeling, and all of a sudden I'm rich again. I have tons at my disposal. I can do whatever I want. I did just lose my job. Interesting side note. So we got goals.eth. Was that? Let's see who owns that. Weird number, unnamed. Oh, it's the same guy. Okay, so I bet he just recently got into the game. Whatever.eth, DeFi Girl. Yeah, he just bought a bunch. Sad Sweatpants, Log.eth, Kids.eth, Has.eth. Monkey buys Princess. Then we got 3 cinema emojis, 3 telephone emojis, 3 drum emojis. Wesley.eth. Wesleyan. Memories. Not getting into it. 1.5 ETH, $6,420 for Wesley.eth. Interesting. That's all. They don't own it anymore? What is this? Maybe they bought it and sold it. Looks like they don't own it. It says that this person owns it on OpenSea, but then when I clicked on their name, it says that they don't own it. It says that they own nothing. Yeah, bug, come on OpenSea, get your stuff together. I mean, if the blockchain, like, the cool thing about blockchain is even if stuff like that happens and a platform is wrong about something, it's either wrong that, like, the bot was wrong in saying that it sold, or the website's wrong in, like, deserializing that information or something. Like, you can be certain that if it's on the blockchain, it will get resolved because the database is right. Like, things that happen on the database will forever be on the database. You can't change the past with these things unless you have more money than the entire system, which, like, even then, like, it would be difficult, not cost effective, and just be a ridiculous, like, that's what's so cool about blockchain technology. And I recommend you learn more by downloading my app, What It Is. It's going to be a more effective way to learn than studying if you're not good at studying. But if you're good at studying, just look into it yourself. Fluff.eth sold for $7,162. How interesting. How interesting. What else do they own? This is Ohm Panda 69. I dig the OHM, the sound of the universe. Ohm. He owns some band bears. Could be a girl. Bong bears. I was wrong, not band. Bond bears. A lot of bears. The Boo Bears. Got a few bears. Ohm Panda. Because he's just buying up all the pandas. Didn't say that he owned Fluff.eth, which was weird. FAQ.eth sold for $16,000. Come on, people. You can't say that people aren't getting money off of this. Like, unless the person who bought this dropped $1,000 to spend another $16,000 for this, paying what, like $200 in gas every time just to inflate the price? Nah, people are going to be using FAQ.eth for something at some point. Whether someone buys it and makes good use of it, that's another story. People are going to want it, and companies are going to want their name, if you ask me. This is not financial advice. So that's FAQ.eth. It didn't seem like they own. It's owned by Leo Rad. I lied. I didn't even check the what else he owned. I almost said that. That's all he owns. He owns a lot of stuff. My Curio cards. A lot of those. Don't know what that is. Looks like the Mona Lisa. One of them is, at least. An Apple. Yeah, when merge. Post-merge block. Consensus layer. Yeah, some of this stuff, like, I don't understand the whole NFT space, and I look forward to getting more familiar with it because, like, there's, in a way, it's acting really deflationary because people are getting money and then just pouring it into this system and then burning it with gas, which, like, where's that money even going? Like, I'm pretty sure that it goes to the miners, but proof of stake, transaction fees, doesn't some of it just get burned? That's deflationary. Let's go, baby. It's stabilizing the economy nation or internationally. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know anything. If someone could correct me or verify or validate. So yeah, they own a lot of stuff, and I'm just like looking through trying to find something interesting to say. The NFT project, like Bushido's, that looks kind of cool. That's a profile picture. Ooh, he owns a doodle. Yeah, Stoner Cats, Lobby Lobsters. I dig it. Looks cool. Mutant Ape Yacht Club. All right, this guy's a baller. He's got some money. I wonder if I could sort by most expensive. And, like, I probably could. Small display, recently listed, price high to low. Let's see the most valuable thing Leo Rad owns. The Barbarian My Curio card, last sold for 42 wrapped ether. What are these curio cards? I'm going to just Google it and then move on to the next one because I could go on forever. But I really just want to get through this whole thing and see if you guys like it. Superior cards. This is an online art show and permanent gallery that launched on May 9th, 2017. The first 10 cards exist as a collection and tell a story that has been long since forgotten unless you can track it down. It's like an apple, some acorns, a thing of fruit, some paint, some pottery, paintbrush. I guess it's an art collection. The Thinker, Mona Lisa, pen, books, and a road. Yeah, but bro, I can just right-click, download, save image, and then I have the JPEG. Yeah, but you don't own it. And when you're trying to flex on somebody, if you're standing next to a Lamborghini and you're like, take pictures with me, but then you can't turn the Lamborghini on with your keys, you're lame. If the dude who owns that thing walks into that car, that's a flex. It's not just about flex either. I can say, hey, prove to me you own an Astroheads NFT, and I will educate you on blockchain. Like, I could limit classrooms based on ownership. It's like a verifiable way to talk about ownership. You could see where money comes from. It's just so transparent. I really like it. If you can't tell, I'm just going to move on now, though. Java.eth, 9.9 ETH, $39,000 for Java.eth. Is that a steal? I don't know about long-term evaluation, but I would say that's justified. But it looks like it was originally sold for 3 wrapped ETH from ENS to 1666. Sus name. I don't like that. Maybe I do. It's the Mark of Humans. But it's got a 1 in front of it, so it's not the same. And who cares? It's a number. 0.71. It was sold to to TH Girl BX. The Gerbix. FC3E B. This guy's got some cool stuff. Oh, he's got a Bored Ape. The guy who owns Hook.eth, Girl.eth, Air.eth, Spoon.eth, Gene.eth, Java.eth, COVID-19.eth, COVID.eth, Bunnies.eth, Bitcoin Girl.eth. He owns a Bored Ape. It was last sold for 54 ETH. This guy's got some money. I respect it. How much is that? $146,000. Yeah, I am not in your club, bro. I wish I was. Please send me one. I would love that. You know where to send it to. bretto.eth. I'm not going to send you any money in return. I will send you blessings and thanks. I will pray for you. I will try and manifest on your behalf. Anyways, next one. We're going to go Air.eth and Gene.eth. Gene sold for $20,000. That's 5 ETH. Air sold for 6 ETH. That's $24,000. Girl sold for $39,000. All to that same guy, remember? Planet X. Planet 9? Planet X? Plaintix. Okay, that might be it. 2.89 ETH. That's $11,609. Excellent catch. Plaintix. The thing is, since I don't have that kind of money, I can't really do much in the evaluation of how much these things are worth. That said, it's cool stuff, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that people are believe in this, and I think it's only going to get bigger. I'm way late to the party. Yummy.eth. Last sold for 3.9 ETH. What's that, $12,000? Amazing. Don't sleep, friends. Desperado.eth. That was a comment. Maybe one day I'll look in the comment section. Hook.eth. We already saw who bought that. I remember. 069.eth, how mature, sold for 2 ETH, $15,000. Twitter says that doesn't exist anymore, so I'm not going to look into it. Looks like it got transferred again. Bitcoin Girl, that's that same one ticker. Oh, so someone just came up real quick. Goldfinch.eth for 10 ETH, $40,000. Amazing. Goldfinch, what is this? I do not know. Goldfinch? Is that a business? Is that a person? Let's go on OpenSea. Oh, it looks like it's traded some hands. 10 ETH though, $40,000. No joke. We're just gonna look at the last one. That's all they own. Goldfinch. Maybe it's being provisioned to somebody. We got Shane J. and someone's name. Couldn't say it right. I'm sorry. Ooh, they own some cool stuff. Pulled together from Rabbit Hole, Gargantua, ETH Planet. ETHplanet.eth, Gargantua.eth. Sometimes I'm saying project names, sometimes I'm saying .eth names. If I say .eth a few times, that means that I'm going to be listing some .eth names this particular account owns. Cool stuff, man. Juststake.eth sold for 1 ETH. Undervalued, if you ask me. Just Stake. People love to hear about it. Owned by top names. With 4,000 views. That's how much this this name particular has. Business.eth, sealed bid, pay me, messenger, digital dash currency, open ATM. These are all .eths. People.eth, open market, masked, flying, together, greeting, wallets, transaction, express, transfer. Like, these are all clean. That's why I'm saying them. Marketing, top names, add to any, Liberty, weather, programmers, NX token, null address, Chakrit, QuickBet, bounties, auto insurance, Quinn One, Lionel Messi, add this, ETHFint. So this person's probably got some money and like figured out that this is going to be like worth a lot of money one day. I don't know some of these things. Hatina, geocaching. That's a cool one. Jenny, Redfoo. I say it, but I don't think it's that interesting. Oracle Network. That's interesting. Derivative, bar token. Goodwill, trade me, digital gov. Y Combinator. Look up what that is if you don't know what it is and you're in coding. Compensation. Oh, I got a message. Vitalik. I think that's not spelled right. It's spelled with an I. Zip code. Gateway. Mailbag. Live news. Outcome. Purchase. Low fare. Rentals. Points. Elephant contract. They own everything. Oh, no, they don't. Suspicious. Equity. Stake My. ETH Trade. Paris Hilton. Layer 3. Just Stake. They even own a unstoppable domain. Something I am not interested in. Zod. Sold for 2.5 Ether, $10,000. We're almost done, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to have to just buzz through some of these and just do a little more freeform next time. I mean, this was freeform, but like kind of cut it a little shorter. Mihayu, whatever that means. Thurman.eth. From Simple Man to Jokes, 2.5 ETH. He owns a bunch. Jaguar, McKinley, Thurman, TED Talk. What about TED Talks, man? That's like, I own the United Kingdom.eth. Come on, man. It's not United Kingdom. It's the United Kingdom. TED Talks. It's not TED Talk. I don't know. I guess any given TED Talk. Oh, actually, it is gold because you could do subdomains. So you could be like bretto.tedtalk.eth. That actually makes sense. But so does TED Talk. So you got some competition if you don't buy it out. Boy.eth sold for $60,000. Interesting. Let's see what else they got. Owned by me. I'm going to sort by price because it looks like they own 191. We're just going to go over their top 10. Seems a pretty solid idea. Not even go over, just look at them. Fragments of Infinite Field 353. For some reason, it sold for 55 ETH. Fragments of an Infinite Field by Monica Rizzoli. This girl means business. I like it. It's a lot of money on the table. I can't see any .eth names in their highest value off top, so I'm just going to go to the next one. They own some Crypto Empire cards. Those look kind of cute, but not interested. Aerobic.eth. Sold for $8,000. See, like, I'd do for $8,000. Like, I like $8,000. I think that's maybe a little undervalued, especially if you want to do, like, the first blockchain aerobic platform. I don't know, like, whatever people make with it. But it'd be cool to just, like, people refer to you as aerobic. Like, you better have some good heart health. Oh, no, you know what I'm talking about? Like, Flatland, sold by Flatland. I like that name. They own Bored Ape 8257. Oh, I already said this person's name. So they were getting busy today. They were getting busy. Dial.eth. We're just going to go through the rest because I think we're almost at an hour. We got 6 minutes. If I find a really interesting one, I'll start going back once I finish them all. But Jasper.org, we're going to start listing. Dial.eth sold for $8,301. So someone writing a writing hand 3 times. So the emoji, like, I don't care. 1 ETH. I'm not even going to say the price. Jasper.eth, 2.41 ETH. That's cool. Jasper, that's a name. Donnie.eth, 2 Ether. $8,000 for Donnie. I like it. Undervalued if you ask me. COVID-19, 2 ETH. Undervalued if you ask me. COVID-19 is huge. I hope they put it to good use. Soap.eth, 1 Ether. Director.eth, 1.24 Ether. I think that's undervalued. SOAP is undervalued too because, I don't know, like that'd be a cool just name. But also, if you're selling SOAP and you own SOAP.eth, you can route it to whatever you want. Spoon.eth, Barat.eth. It really only, Spoon.eth sold for 1 ETH. BHARAT.eth sold for 1.7. Lakers.eth sold for 1. 8 names bought for 1 ETH. We're going to check this out. A bundle of names. That's going to be cool. Hula, Waxy, Terrorize, Sulk, Desperation, LEZ or Les, Depreciate, and Huff. You know, I think out of here, the coolest one is maybe Les. Like, if you're into that Les, you know what I'm saying? Like, Les, you know, that's a search query that they use on those adult websites. I wouldn't spell it L-E-Z. I'm not looking for that. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what that is. Moving on. Piers.eth, 1.2. Like Piers Morgan, 1.2 ETH. You could probably fetch a fine penny for that. $5,000, though. So you're either making a good bet or Piers got in early. It's also just like, what if you're, like, I don't know, like Cape Cod and there's Piers there. Nate.eth for 8 Ether, $35,000. That guy said, I want my name. Or he thinks he could sell it to the guy who is Nate. He also owns a CryptoPunk. I bet it is Nate because he also owns Nate C. It's like me, Brett O. I own bretto.eth because my last name starts with an O. What do you mean? Radiologist sold for an ETH, $4,400. That's cool. Hakeem sold for 1.5 ETH, $6,500. And an unknown ENS name bought for 1 ETH. I wonder if that was my buddy. I think he bought one today. No, he bought one yesterday. I'm surprised I didn't see it. So I guess not all. I wonder if these are just purchases or like transfers and not actual mints. Because I know of some that were minted yesterday that I didn't see here. So this might just be sales. People already minted these things. Yeah, of course it is. Because these are sales because otherwise we would have seen mints for like $100 or $200. Getting one of these names, as long as it's not a 3 or 4 letter name, is like usually under $250 as far as I've seen. But just to wrap up now, like I thought I was gonna try and cut this off at the 10-minute mark because I'm like, how am I gonna be able to talk about ENS names sales for the past week within like for a whole hour? Because like podcast hour, I don't know, seems like a good length. I did it. Doing it once a week. Should I do it? Should I not? Find out next time. This was Bretto bringing you. What were we doing? ENS Market Weekly. Yeah, I'm doing it weekly. That's the intro. All I wrote was the intro. The #1 ENS sales podcast in the world. Also the only. I'm your host, Bretto, a software developer, creative, and blockchain enthusiast. Links in the description below. Let's hop right into it, or let's hop right out of it. Also, download What It Is. That's my app. It's not perfect yet. Like, I want people to download it and be like, hey, this definition is not on point. I really want it to be like peripheral information that helps you like inform your intuition. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is my resource, because like there's an app called dictionary.com and it's like a good resource for words, but like that's not where I go to get my word definitions. When I want a word definition, I take my iPhone, I pull down on it, and then I just type a word and it's got the definition. We have unlimited knowledge at our fingertips. It's amazing. Like technology. But like, so you could do the same with all the stuff that I'm pushing towards you. Like the whole idea with this app is it's push notifications that like kind of inform you about some stuff that might not going on in the space, but just like, I want to make an app that is more news oriented, like what's going on in the space. But this one is like notifications meant to like hijack your notification stream, where it's got words that are like for this new world, which is decentralized. Like we want these words in our heads, and we want to be comfortable talking to people about it and not feel scared or full of FOMO or like fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We don't want the fear of missing out on some of this stuff. So if we can kind of like educate people and get them involved, it'll start to make more sense. And like some people are huge naysayers of this entire this entire movement. They're like, it's solving a problem that doesn't even exist. Like you're just looking for problems. Like, I don't see blockchain as the solution to all of our problems. I see decentralization as a balancing mechanism for the current powers that be. I don't think those powers need to go away. I don't think we have to get pitchforks and torches and burn them all. Banks don't have to go away. It's just there need to be more checks and balances to make sure that everyone's getting the most value. Like right now, value is really like centralized to the hands of a few. everyone can be rich. And it's like, but it's not like the government handing out money to be rich, because it requires everyone to do it themselves in order to do that. Like, obviously, if there's some people who are like really disenfranchised, like those people deserve help, and complaining and telling them that they should feel like a victim is not going to get them out of that position. But empowering them and inspiring them and becoming rich and showing people what you can do when you're rich is going to actually make a difference. That said, like, it's not all about money. Like, that's like a third of the picture, right? You got like the soul, you got the body, and you got the mind. Like, uniting those three things is so key for like development. Like, just development in general. Yeah, I'm a developer, but like, I'm trying to develop these things. I've lately fallen off my exercise routine. I used to be in bad shape. I used to be in good shape. Right now I'm in like not the best shape, but like I'm trying to get better at it, you know? So this is more than just a podcast about the ENS market. I'm just using it as a platform of something that I can consistently talk about, and then my personality shines through. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is not a TED Talk. That's an expression. Anyways, I'm not even going to edit this just because like, I don't feel like it. Like, it's so much easier to just be like, blah, go ahead. And maybe if it were like, if people like this, I'll start like editing it more, making it more fancy, maybe putting some sound effects in there. But until then, and until next time, this is Bretto, hopping out.